everybody, Mr. Traveler here. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Friends, if you'd be so kind, please make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you know when we upload videos or go live. We thank you so much for the love and support. All right, friends, so let's dig in and talk about it. These aren't necessarily changes that were made recently at Carnival. Carnival made these implementation policies for youth curfews last year. But it seems now that Carnival is taking a stricter approach to it and enforcing the rules a little bit more efficiently. Let's put it like that. Comment below and let us know what you think as we go through the video and talk about it. I'm going to give you some of the rules and things that are going on board the ship. But personally, and you can tell us about the things that you've experienced before, I know that personally we've been on these cruises, several Carnival cruises, and I'm not even going to limit it all to Carnival because we've had some issues on some other cruise lines as well. But this particular video is dealing with Carnival. We have been on Carnival cruises where we've come out of the club late at night, 1 and 2 o'clock in the morning, and here's a bunch of kids congregating on the stairs, and then they're sitting there sniggering and snickling and all that stuff and laughing and whatever, just being kids. I don't know that I've ever really seen any kind of destructive behavior from children on board the ships, but not necessarily destructive behavior, but definitely intrusive behavior, right? Like we've had kids knocking on the doors in the middle of the night and stuff like that. So anyway, the letter that we posted on Facebook today has been getting some pretty interesting comments, and head on over to the Facebook page and check it out for yourself, and I'm quite sure there'll be some good comments underneath this video as well. But this particular letter was given to a parent of a 14-year-old on board a Carnival cruise ship who the mother knew that the child was out hanging with the older cousins. The problem is the older cousins were only 18 and 19 years old. The policy says that anyone 17 years or younger by 1 o'clock in the morning has to be out of the public spaces, basically back in your cabin, unless there's two exceptions to the rule. One is if they're with somebody that's 21 years and older. The second exception is if they're participating in scheduled events at the club, at the teen club, like the Club 02 type of situation. This 14-year-old was hanging out with his older cousins, but they weren't over 21. Obviously, something got the attention of the security, and they issued a letter to the parent, stating what Carnival Cruise Line's policies are. So just to make you aware what the policies are, 17 years and younger have to be back in their cabin by 1 o'clock in the morning. The first offense is going to result in a letter like this particular parent got. The second offense is going to be a letter with a $500 fine attached to it. And anything beyond that, if there's a third offense, you risk having your entire party being removed from the cruise ship and banned from the cruise line. So they're really getting serious with this behavior on board the ships. So this particular parent only got the letter. Earlier this year, back at Christmas time, there was an incident on board a cruise ship where there was a younger teen that actually took place in vandalizing a video game inside the arcade on board a ship. And this person, their parents were not only charged the $500, they're probably lucky they didn't get kicked off the ship, but they got charged the $500, and they had to pay for a third of the repair of the video game machine. They had to be repaired or replaced. And so I also want to give you some information about actually booking and traveling with youth, just so that you know what you have to do. For someone to travel solo, you have to be at least 21 years old. 18 to 20-year-old guests have to be accompanied by somebody, have a guardian with them that's at least 25 years or older. And guests 14 and under have to either be in the same cabin or directly next door to the person that's going to be their 25-year and old up guardian. So the 18 and 20-year-olds don't have to be next door to the guardian. They have to be on board the ship with them, and that person has to be notated as the person that's going to be responsible for those young adults. So anyway, comment below, let us know what you think. I mean, Carnival's making a lot of changes over the last year. I think in an effort to kind of control what has been some really unusual behavior on board their ships. with the kids running around at night, with the fighting on board the ships, a lot of different things that are going on with Carnival, which I'm sure are turning off their base cruiser, because who really wants to, deal with those kind of things? So in an effort to stem that, we see them cracking down big time on things like this with the children's behavior and staying out after 1 o'clock in the morning. So what do you think below? Do you think can Carnival turn the ship around, no pun intended, and help salvage their reputation as being, the fun ship, not just the fun and unruly ship, but can they just get their fun ship back where, a family can go on board the ship, have a great time, and not have to worry about anything, taking place on board the ship? Comment below, let us know what you think about it. Let's get the conversation started. Head on over to the Facebook and check that out. And friends, if we can help you book anything in the world, a cruise, a resort, whatever you want to do, give us a call, 877-697-4470, or you can book right online, www.mr-traveler.com. We thank you so much, everybody. Remember, life's short. Have fun. Get on out there and see the world. Bye, everybody.